Contractors, if you're using Google Ads, give me 5 minutes and I'll show you a couple hidden settings within the platform that could be costing you hundreds of dollars a day in bad keywords, irrelevant keywords, and bad bid strategies. Check it out in this video.
All right, so I'm in a Google Ads account for a roofing company, doing an audit for them. And I'm taking a look at their campaigns. They got a couple YouTube conversion campaigns, which is impression shares. Then they've got a Performance Max campaign, which I think you should use very, very sparingly. And then they've got a roof replacement search campaign, which is pretty much a good standard setup. So you've got high search intent down here. You've got a PMAX, which kind of puts you in the map packs. And then you've got some YouTube impression share. But what I want to focus on today is your recommendations tab. So go to the left column, click on recommendations. And then up here, there's a little link that says auto apply settings. Click on that. And then we're going to scroll down and make sure this bottom card here, down here, none of these are checked. You want to make sure that nothing is checked. And there's no like blue checkbox here like this. Because if you do have these checked, you're basically allowing Google to add new keywords to your campaigns. And when they add new keywords to your campaigns, most likely they're going to be broad match. And most likely they're not going to be relevant to your business. So in this example for this roofing company, if we had these checked, Google can add keywords whenever they want automatically. And what I've seen happen with other accounts that I audit is now we'll start showing up and paying for keywords that are related to like shingle suppliers, or let's say roofing materials, or commercial roofing when you only do residential roofing. That is wasted ad spend. That is ad spend that you could put towards more relevant keywords to your business. And in this case, residential roofing versus commercial roofing. So make sure that none of these are checked. And then also, here's another big one down here. Set target CPA, set target ROAS. If any of these are checked, you're allowing Google to change your target CPA strategy. Meaning, you have a good customer acquisition cost goal. Like say it's $100. Like I'm willing to pay $100 for a lead, or I'm willing to pay $50 for a lead, or whatever it's going to be. Google is going to set a target CPA for what they think is good for you, not what's always good for your business. You got to remember that Google's in the business to make money. They're not always in the business to make you money. In the Google Ads world, they're in the business to get you to spend more money, right? Spend more money, their revenue goes up, etc. But it's not always a good thing for your business. So you got to make sure that all of these are unchecked. Now, up here on this top card, I like to leave these two, the use optimized ad rotation. I think that's a good one. And then down here, upgrade your conversion tracking. I think that's also a good one. I would not add any of these. I would leave these all completely unchecked. The other piece I want to show you is when you do click on recommendations. So everybody's probably getting these emails that come through that have like, hey, go ahead and change these recommendations because your ads are not performing well. Do it with one click. I highly recommend that you do not click that button, because what you're doing is you're going back to auto apply and you're letting them set these changes. But when a recommendations email does come through, I think it's important to look at it and review it individually. So down here, we get a recommendation that said, show ads more often to people searching for what your business offers. So I'm looking here and I'm going to go ahead and review these. And if I like them, you can view all 59. Basically what it's saying is if you hit apply all, you're going to add 59 broad match keywords to your campaign. And I'm almost guaranteed that it's going to have a bunch of wasted ad spend in here if you're not staying on top of your negative keywords. When I say negative keywords, that's a whole nother video I can get into for you. But I would definitely take each recommendation with a grain of salt. So I'm going to dismiss all of these just because, and I'll say I'll do it later, because that's not always what's best for your business. This one for sure says turn on AI Max for search campaigns. Do not do that. This is a new, and you can see it's beta. This is a new feature that Google's rolling out. It's going to make your ad show up for random address searches that have no bearing or no relation to your company or what you're offering. So yes, view the recommendations, but I highly recommend to put some thought into each one before you hit auto apply, or before you hit, yeah, go ahead, apply, use display expansion. Another one, absolutely stay away from, especially if you're doing local services like this roofer is. So basically what I'm trying to say is stay away from auto apply settings. Do not turn these on, and take each recommendation from Google with a grain of salt. But yeah, that's about all there is to it. It's not crazy in depth. It's not super hard. It's just a setting that's kind of hidden that most people don't know about. And I want to kind of bring this to your attention. If you like what you heard and you want more tips, or you have additional questions, comment below, hit subscribe button. And thanks for watching Contractor Worldland.